Okay guys, today I'm going to show you how to replace a motor controller on your Bamboo GTR board. Tools you're going to need: your Y tool comes with another little tool. It has a hex head and a Phillips head. That's the one you're going to need. If you don't have one of those, alternatively, you can use a 1/8 Allen key. Alright, let's get started. Grab the tool. What we need to do firstly is unscrew these 4 screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start on this one. Alright, this is the last screw. I'm just holding the motor controller underneath in place, just to support it. Alright, so next step is to grab the controller and just try to, there we go. So just grab it from the motor cords here and just sort of lift up. That breaks the tightness of it. Alright, so what you'll find is it's connected here to the battery with the mains motor controller. It's also still connected to the motors by these 2 connectors here. Firstly, let's connect the mains power. Make sure to grab the connector here and try not to pull wires out of the controller or wires out of the battery. That's why it's important to hold the connector like this and then pull it apart. Next step is to unplug both the motor connectors. As you can see, I've already pulled them out of the harnesses here, the motor clips. So let's just pull them apart. Alright, that's it. Let's put it aside. Now let's get the new one and let's replace it. Firstly, let's connect up the mains power. What you'll find here is there's a logo on it, there's an E logo, and on the other side there's some arrows. We just got to make sure that the logos line up with the corresponding logos that are on the battery. Alright, so I'm just following the E. Let's just push them together. Alright, that's in place. Now what I like to do is make sure that the connector is sort of vertical like this, and then it slots into that compartment. So just sort of push it together like so. Let's get one of these screws, put it through the deck. Don't do it too tight just yet, just in case you need to adjust it. As you can see, there's a bit of a gap here at the moment, so I need to push this in place. Alright, let's get the next screw on top. Last 2 screws. Alright, so now we've secured the motor controller to the battery. Last step is to connect the motor controller to the 2 motors. Let's flip the board up on its back. What you'll find on the connectors coming out of the motor controller, there's a logo. And what you'll also find, there's also a logo on the motors, on the motor connector. All we want to do is make sure that these logos line up together. So let's do that and push the connectors together in place like this. Let's do the other motor now. Same deal. Line the connectors up with the logos. Push them. Okay. Now it's all connected. All we have to do now is secure the motor connectors into the clip harness just here. There's a few slots on the inside. There's one slot on the inside and outside. They sort of go corresponding with the motor clip. So what I like to do is start with the outer one on an angle like that and then just push down. Let's follow the same step with the motor on the other side. Again, on the angle, push down and then goes into place. Try to make sure that the wires are evenly positioned like this on both sides, and also make sure that the wire wrapping around coming out of the motor is not too close to the motor on this side. You don't want to see this motor touch that, this motor wire touch the motor. Alright guys, that's how you swap out a motor controller on your Bamboo GTR.